Hello everyone, this is B Pawan from EC third year B section. My roll number is 20955A0411 and my AIT Tech Talk topic for computer architecture is execution and trace graph of data flow process networks. That is, first my topic describes about how the data flow is getting occurred in the networks and how it is executed. Here, the data flow is represented in the form of graph to be understandable in a convenient way. So, let us understand briefly about the execution and trace graph of data flow process network. First, we have to know what is meant by data flow process networks. As we already know, data flow, it means the flow of data, and here we can see a data flow network is a network of concurrently executing processes or automate that can communicate by sending data over channels. Here a data flow network is a nothing but it's a network in which executing process takes place according to the sending data, and it communicates with a certain rate of data flow in a convenient manner, so that the data cannot be merged with the other data, so that it will be distortionless and it will be efficient in data transmission. So the data flow should be processed and managed in a proper way, so that data cannot be merged and cannot be mixed with the other data. So here it is saying that it is a network, it is a simple network in which the process is getting executed in a proper way. By that, the data transmission will be efficiently used to throughout the network. So this process helps us to understand the process in understandable and simpler mode, by which an user can be known the process easily by observing the trace graph. The main use of this data flow process networks is to be understandable and to be observable, to be identifiable by an user. Here the trace graph describes that the way of data flow getting moved in the network. Here, by using trace graph, we can understand easily and conveniently about how the data getting processed in the throughout the network. So the data flow process networks makes our human effort easy to understandable and easy to identify how the data getting transmitted or data getting communicated towards the ends, that is sender to receiver. So here we can see the data flow network. Here we have different nodes, that is O, A, B, C, D, E. See, here we can see the directions. These directions represent how the data getting traverse throughout the network. See, this is a combination of all nodes and links, so it is called as a network, and it is a closed network as it is enclosed end to end. So here the data transmitted from O. So from O, it is split into two directions. One is moved towards A and other is moved towards B. So here the data is represented as TOA, that is sent to A node, and TOB, that is sent to B node, to understand easier. So from A node, it is getting traversed towards C node, E node. So the data that is getting traversed from A to C is represented as TAC, that is from A to C. So the data that is getting transmitted from A to E is represented as T suffix AE. So that A is known as the sender end and E is the receiver end. So that the data getting transmitted from A to E. Here the direction indicates flow of data. Here from B, the data getting traversed towards C and E. So the data from B to C is known as TBC, and the data from B to E is TBE. So in this way, the data getting traversed through the network in the proper way of traversing, and so this is a process. In this process, the data gets simpler to be traversed and simpler to be understandable, simpler to be identifiable. So this data flow networks plays a crucial role to understand how the data getting processed in the networks. So see here we can see the directions also in a convenient way, in a easier mode, so that an user can understand easily how the data getting processed throughout the network. See, not only this network, whatever the network we use, which is represented in the trace graph, we can understand that easier. The main advantage of the trace graph is to be understandable to everyone and simpler way of representing the data flow. So for this reason we use data flow networks in the form of trace graphs to understand and to representation makes easier. So finally I conclude that the trace graph makes our user to be easier to understand. So here the execution part comes as from A it traverses to A and B, so that from A and B it traverses towards E directly, and some part of the data traverses towards C and D and to finally E. So here the execution comes as from first from O it traverses to A and B, from then A and B towards C and A and B towards E, so that the data, some part of the data gets received to E. After that from C it moves to D and towards E, so that the final data will be traversed according to the time allocated to the certain data. So by this we can understand the execution and data flow process networks by using trace graphs. Thank you.